Hello world, Breedguy here again. Today I want to talk to you about, I want to thank you for all the people that have been coming to breedmagazine.tv to sign our petition against BSL, breed specific legislation. Specifically, my petition pertains to Senate Bill 861, which represents the state of California and in opposition to a statewide control and breed on certain dogs, certain breeds of dogs, I should say. Okay, that being said, I had a conversation a few days ago with a good friend of mine who actually also is a breeder. And he was asking me, hey Scott, what about, you're talking about going hard against puppy mills and backyard breeders, among other things, but we were talking about backyard breeders. He happens to be a breeder. When I use the term backyard breeder, it seemed to offend and maybe confuse him at the same time. Hopefully the term backyard breeder is becoming offensive to people. I can only tell you what my definition of that backyard breeder should be, and that would be, a loose definition would say that this would be the type of person that breeds dogs, uneducated person that breeds dogs, an uneducated person that sells dogs, person that does it for money, person that sells a dog typically for $50 to $200. Now, it's not about money, but it is about someone breeding and producing life. Okay. In turn, you're hurting the breed, the standards, conformation, temperament, the biggest thing we're talking about these dogs. People that do not know what they're doing are hurting our dog culture. So when I mentioned this to him, like I said, he was a little confused, had a lot of questions, and wondered if I think he was wondering if I was putting him in that category of backyard breeders. Self-admittedly, he said, well, you know, I guess I must be, and referred to another friend of ours who must be also, because he does not, well, he breeds at home. I don't know if it's in the backyard, in the living room, in the kitchen. I don't know where they would do it, but I myself am not a breeder. Never have been, don't want to be. I'm cool with having a pet, loving that pet, almost like you would maybe, you know, your children or family friend, companion, basically. I'm cool with that. That's me. I do support breeders, but I support educated breeders who have a history. Well, how do you get a history if you don't start? Maybe in the backyard. You don't have a proper way of starting. Well, all that is true. Once again, Breed Foundation, right now, breedmagazine.tv. And I believe that it is time to write a new constitution for dogs, specifically large breed dogs, which are always looked down upon in the general public eye. People that own boxers, Rottweilers, Pit Bulls, Malamutes, Huskies, so on and so forth. These types of, there are good types of people that own these dogs and breed them. I don't have a problem with those people. I really don't. I don't understand why everyone needs to breed. Why the need to breed? Personally, I just don't understand it. So at some point, we will let someone answer that question. Someone who's actually doing it. At this time, though, I just want to get back to that discussion that we had. And as if I were speaking to him again, I would like to speak to anyone else out there that would like to, lack of a better term, defend themselves. I'm not attacking anyone. But the reason that they may have to still consider themselves a backyard breeder is because, and not by their fault, once again, he is a very responsible guy, smart guy, young guy. He's been doing everything in the proper manner as far as I can tell, and I believe that. He's, in all aspects of life, he's a really good guy. That being said, until we form some sort of new licensing and what I'm calling a whole new dog constitution to protect our dogs and the standards of those dogs, he doesn't have a choice. I mean, he can not breed, but then the other segment of those backyard breeders who don't do things the right way, they will keep producing crappy dogs. Nothing against the dogs, but crappy breeders, crappy dogs. They're going to keep doing it, as where he's actually developing his dogs I actually love. Temperament, they're beautiful dogs, and not by looks. I mean, there's an attraction there that they give off because they're just so warm and gentle and kind-hearted. Excuse me, great examples of pit bulls. This is what we need. This is what we need. It's not fair to guys like this, the responsible owners, to be lumped into a broad category of backyard breeders. Until we have some sort of a standard and a licensing program saying that, yes, this guy's doing it right. He's good. He passed a test. He has a license. He's a bona fide breeder. Until that day happens, we will not be able to separate as far as the terminology goes and using backyard breeder as right now a bad thing. Maybe one day it could be a good thing. I don't know. What is a breeder? Just a breeder, not a backyard breeder. I don't know. I really don't. This is why I need feedback, and I need to hear from you guys. What do you feel about this topic? And if you can, try to separate good backyard breeders from the not so good ones. I think we can all agree that the not so good ones are hurting the dogs and hurting our reputation. And although I have no intentions of ever breeding, it's not to say we don't need them. Of course we do. We do need breeders, but we need responsible ones. This is the Breed Guy. I want you to log on to breedmagazine.tv. Sign the petition. Say no to BSL. This is what we're all about right now. We're going to take every issue from on priority, from urgency all the way down to fun. Right now, BSL is a big one, and you should know that. I'm sure you do. Just reply. Would appreciate that. Anything else you want to talk about would be great. But it's a touchy subject. But we need to bring these touchy subjects out. Backyard breeding. Obviously, puppy mills is a whole different deal. We'll get into that later, and you know, see how you feel about that one too. For now, this is Breed Guy signing off, saying goodbye to the world for now. I will be back. I'll be looking forward to your comments, and so that I may reply to those, and we can get a good discussion going here. This is what we really, really need, and I think once again we can all agree on that. There is nothing wrong with discussion, especially when it deals with things that we really, really care about. And there's a lot of things going on in the world right now we should care about, but you know, those of us who are animal, pet, and specifically dog lovers, and I'm speaking on large breed dogs right now, and that's what Breed is all about. Dogs of purpose, dogs that actually working dogs, dual purpose dogs, good family pets, companions, but they can do protection work, they can do Shinsen training, they can basically just be good all around dogs. This is what appeals to me. We all have our tastes. Don't get me wrong, I like little guys, I like Chihuahuas, I like you know, go across the board. I like all types of dogs. But this is my cause right now, my purpose, and this is who I'm going to fight for. Our large breed dogs of purpose. What I like to call muscle dogs. Whatever you want to call them. Log on, sign the petition, breedmagazine.tv, YouTube/BreedLife, YouTube/BreedGuy. That's where you're going to find me. And stick with us, and together we can do a lot of good things. And that's all that really matters. Signing off for now. See you next time.